It's KIREI here from Hey Little Magpie, and I'm using the fabulous Echo Park Born to Travel collection for some photos from a trip to the US last year. And yes, I am still working through my list of layouts to scrap from that trip, but I'm getting there. And in fact, I actually finished all my Memphis photos using this collection, which was brilliant. So yeah, I've done the three layouts for this month. I've got the Memphis photos scrapped, which is great. So they're all ticked off now. Anyway, moving on. So I've got the yellow gingham paper here that I really love. I think it's really bright and it works perfectly with my photos because there's lots of little pops of yellow in there. And then I decided to team this with the green pattern paper here, the geo tags. I'm just using that as a mount for my photos. So I'm just using two papers from the collection. And again, I'm going with one of my multi-photo layouts and I'm using 12 photos. I'm doing two photo strips of 6 to really document what we were doing. So we were in Memphis and we went to visit Sun Studios, which is really famous. It's really sort of the birthplace of rock and roll, and it's where Elvis Presley recorded his very, very first song. So it was really, really cool. I mean, it's small, it's tiny, but it's just got so much history. And you might just see that photo there, and it's my feet standing in front of an X, and that is where he recorded his first hit. As I say, it's Elvis. And the microphone, you might have been able to see it, but Lee and I are holding the microphone, and that is the actual microphone he recorded on. So yeah, just so much history and really, really interesting. Anyway, what I've been doing is I was really looking at all the ephemera elements, and I've also got the Hey Little Magpie March Embellishment Kit, which I love. It gives me all the I call them like the tucky bits, the little bits that I can add versus just adding stickers, cardstock, ephemera. It gives me a different texture to work with. So I've pulled those out because there's lots of it was actually perfect for these layouts. There's lots of sort of greens and yellows in it, which really went particularly well. So I've worked out where things are going to sit, and now I can start to get everything stuck down. I've got this cute yellow pom-pom trim that I thought I'd just add as a piece under the bottom line of my photos there. And just stick that down with just a little bit of wet glue, just tucking it in under that edge there. These are the sorts of things that sometimes I forget to use them actually, but with the embellishment kits, it's perfect because I just pull it out. I've got all the little bits and pieces, and I really love the different look that it can add to a layout by adding the different textures and the little extra bits and pieces. So yeah, so here we go. I've got a few more here. I've got the heart, the little fabric heart, the sort of knitted floral flower, and I do have, there's some acrylic hearts I'm going to use as well. I've got my title, which you can just see on the top left there, So Lucky, in the wooden one. That's all part of the same embellishment kit. So just getting everything stuck down now, and you'll just see me, I've been sort of lifting the edges, curving the bottom of those little banner pieces. Really, so I never really stick anything completely flat down. I just like to get some, that dimension into my layout. So here I'm just adding some foam pads to the back of that knitted flower, particularly because it sat over the edge of my photos and the pom-pom trim. So it felt like I just needed to lift it up. And then just layering up the ephemera pieces here. Got the I Want to Go here, there, and everywhere, which I thought was really appropriate. I've got the vacay piece. I have got the Away We Go at the top. I don't actually end up using that one. And then I'll get the bottom half of that journaling spot that I added at the top. I've got the bottom half, and I'm going to add that at the bottom along with, and I'm going to just create that little embellishment cluster here. So another strip of the yellow gingham pattern paper, and that just helps to sort of balance the layout by replicating some of the elements from the top part of the layout. So bringing in my So Lucky title, and I felt this worked really well with this because I do feel really fortunate that we do get to travel and get to see all these fabulous places, and it was very, very appropriate. Okay, so just working out, I've got the acrylic hearts there. I've got the element stickers here. I'm just working out which ones I'm going to add in. And you'll just see me there. I'm just basically using the brush to basically de-stick the back of them so I can just curve them up because I really don't want them to stick flat. So that's what I'm doing with each of the stickers as I go, and getting those tucked in. Now I'm nearly coming to the end, and I just want to say it does my video does cut up, and I don't quite finish the last few bits and pieces. I was actually away scrapbooking for a weekend, and sometimes, yeah, when you're away, you just don't have the same setup. So apologies, you don't see the very last sort of embellishment clusters and that come together, but you'll see it in the close-ups. So yeah, getting these last bits pieces stuck down the bottom here. I will bring in some of the adhesive brads, and that's the bit that you don't see me doing. And I will finish off that top embellishment cluster as well, which is also what you don't see me doing. But I definitely don't use the away we go. I changed that up for some of the um stickers, the element stickers, and also the stickers that come with the adhesive brads. They go to the top, but you'll see that again in the close-ups. But this collection, Echo Park Born to Travel, has actually worked brilliantly for my photos from the US. I love the bright colors, and yeah, it was actually really versatile. So and I've got one more layer to come, you will see very shortly. Okay, here's the final layout. Here are those close-ups. You can see those extra bits and pieces that I did add in that were not on the video. Apologies for that. I hope you've enjoyed watching and get some inspiration for using this fabulous collection. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.